All right, let's welcome to the stage Matt Slater.
Thank you. I made it, everybody!
Yay!
I'm not good at planning things. I'm not good at remembering things. It comes from other decisions I make all the time in my life. You know, other things that I like to do. Bye, Ever. Hi. This is the spot. We did it. Green O, everybody. Green O. Let's Ash Wednesday. Who got Ash today? Yeah. I grew up religious. I mean, now by seeing ash on people's face, that's how I'm reminded of religious holidays, things of that nature. But congratulations, everyone. I worked at a job today. Anybody else go and work at a little job? Yeah. I just got a new job. I sell magazine subscriptions to people that don't know they're getting them. It's pretty exciting. So what the company does is if you buy something from a store, they'll send you a magazine subscription that unsuspectingly that you just arrived. So everyone that calls in is very angry and wondering who stole my identity and gave me this magazine, and they're all like weird magazines like Family Circle magazine. Like, who's sending me this magazine about families? Like, it's okay. It's a free gift. Don't worry about it. Customer service. I've done a lot of customer service jobs. I can't do food service jobs anymore. I used to work at a Potbelly's. You guys like Potbelly sandwiches? Yeah. I don't. I mean, I did before I started working at a Potbelly's, but you can only smell so many Italians in a day, and so you're like, this is the most disgusting heated meats I've ever smelled in my life. Potbelly's, it was interesting. Because you typically get those managers that are like, yeah, I'm an assistant manager at Potbelly's. I know what's going on. I had one manager, he loved to tell just gross stories about like women he'd been with, like that was his thing. He wouldn't work, but he'd stand behind you while you worked and just tell you about some nasty girl he like met at a bar. I'm like, dude, that kind of freaks me out, His other favorite thing to do was to go. He'd spend half of his break in the bathroom, taking a huge dump, and then the other half of his break telling us how nasty it was. We're like, thanks, Chris, appreciate that, love that. They always wanted me to dress up for like certain little holidays, like Halloween. They were like, oh, what are you gonna be? What are you gonna dress up as? And I love Halloween, but I don't like being forced into like dressing up. Like that's weird for me. So I was like, I don't know. How about I be the Potbelly employee who sticks his balls in the mayonnaise? How about that be my costume? And I'm more the same thing, except my balls are gonna be in the mayonnaise. That's the only change. How you doing? Okay. That guy's making money right now. There you go, sir. I worked with a friend there. He was a white guy, but he'd always call me brother, which is kind of weird for me. Like, that's kind of a popular thing now for white guys to call black guys brother. I think it's great. It's changing racial politics. Obama, that's the change Obama was talking about. Little things like that push us in the right direction. But I was like, see you around, brother. And to me, it just sounded like a professional wrestler. Like see you in the ring next time, brother. We'll get him, brother. Those yelly belly cowards. Maybe you want to wrestle. Can't really wrestle with Potbelly's. I did go to school. I went to college, and I was working at Potbelly's. Yeah. That guy works for a university. No, we just went to school. Hey, let's go on the connection. We're having a good time. We're connected. But I went to university, graduated, and at Potbelly's one day, my boss pulled me aside and he told me, you know what, Matt, you don't have a Potbelly's attitude. And I was like, well, thank you for noticing. I went to university, but what that really meant was I was fired. So I was like, oh, that's weird. I have a college degree. I'm not qualified to, put mayo on bread. What kind of job am I qualified for? So I started to think about the things I like to do. And what I really like to do is to like fart on other people's things, like a pillow or a baby. Or I also really like to fart inside other people's things, like a kayak or a studio apartment. So like maybe I should become a valet driver, because that's what they do. We're feeling good. When I was younger, I got suspended from school. Anybody here ever gotten into trouble?
Yeah.
I got suspended. I think I was 13 years old. I got suspended for distribution of pornography, which is pretty neat. What I did is I wrote this story about all the characters in Sesame Street just having a big nasty orgy. Just like really creative, you know, like Big Bird and Elmo and like Beaks and like Cookie Monster. Like it was very good, you know, just some really nasty stuff. And I printed out like 300 copies and I was like handing them out on the bus. I was like, pass these out, guys. This is gonna be awesome. And right before I went to school that day, my dad was like, if you get one more detention, I swear to God, you're gonna be in so much trouble. And so they got around the school, and by like third period, like the principal called me to his office, and he's like, do you know what this is? Like, where did this come from? And I was like, I don't know. He's like, I know you wrote it. Okay, now I'm gonna have to call your father. Do you want to call him before I do? And I was like, no. I don't want to call him and tell him that. So I gotta watch my principal call my dad and tell him that your son has been suspended for distributing pornography. I was grounded for a long time. It's not a funny ha-ha story. It's I went through that. I'm stronger for it. I'm not good at hold down jobs, though. I'm really not. So I shop at McDonald's a lot. That's where I get a lot of my food. And it's funny to me when they play like classical music at McDonald's. It just makes me think that somebody like corporate McDonald's has this very astute sense of irony. You know, like I just don't think like Bach, when he was writing his symphonies, had like the vision of me ordering like $3 fries and some homeless guy like farting on him. You know, I just don't think that was the vision he had in his mind. But that's the reality that it is today. That's the reality. Me getting my fars fried it on. Fars fried it on. Yeah. So what do you guys do? How do you guys know each other?
We're married.
You're married? That's a good way to know somebody. How did you guys hear about the show? Did you see my name on the bill? And you
Friend of a friend.
Okay.
Vague.
Cool. There you go. Pretty vague?
To be vague, yeah. Andy over here. Yeah.
Oh, okay. He's a good guy. He's a good guy. I like that guy. That's why I'm here. So are you guys from Chicago, or are you just...
No, we've been here for a couple of years.
Couple years? Yeah? How do you like it? What do you think?
It's awesome.
What do you think? Do you guys think the world's coming to an end? Are we on the edge of the apocalypse? Yeah, do you guys think that? I don't know. I've been watching the news. It's weird to me, like, the Middle East is being, like, there's so many revolutions, and they're all coming from, like, Twitter and, like, these little Facebook, and, like, I saw there was some earthquake, just everything just seems like the whole world is about to collapse in on itself. Nobody else with me on that? Perfect. Yeah. Run and scream. I mean, there's 2012, right? I feel like no one's freaking out about 2012 like they were freaking about like Y2K. That's not happening. Did anybody stock up for Y2K? Did anybody get some like? No. Yeah. Yeah. I had only person I knew was my friend's mom. She stocked up. She had bottled water, canned food, and everything. She was ready for it. But she was the one person I knew that really claimed that she'd been abducted by aliens. She's like really rode hard for that. Like, she's like, man, I don't know. Only people who have been abducted by aliens are really preparing for this end as it comes. All right. Well, I just have one other thing I want to do. I've been working on a movie, so I've been writing some lines for a movie. The movie's going to be called Dreadlock. And it's about a detective, and I'm going to be playing the detective. But I only have like 3 lines for the movie, so I just want to try them out and see how you guys like them. So the first scene in the movie is like this prison riot. It's like total insanity. Like there's these inmates, you know what I mean? There's broken glass everywhere, fires, and like mattresses are being thrown, and just it's crazy. And nobody knows what to do, and so they call me in so I can like calm everything down. And so there's just fire and everything, and then I come in the middle and I just go, we need to keep this place on lockdown. That's the first line of the movie. That's how I opened it up. And then there's this Russian bad guy. He drugs me and like takes me to the Shark Tank, and like I wake up and like I'm drugged, and like there's all these sharks just like swimming around, and I have to like wrestle these sharks, and I'm like tying my dreadlocks around their like heads, you know, so they can't bite me, and then I finally come out with like 5 sharks like in my dreads, and he's like, you know, standing across the way like, whoa, what do you think of this dreadlock? And I look at him and I go, it looks like your sharks have a bad case of lockjaw. So I get him. And then finally, the last scene, like it's on the edge of this cliff. It's like out in the Himalayas, and there's this like orphanage, and it's on fire, and these nuns are holding these babies, and there's a lot of fire in the movie, you know. And these babies are on fire, and like I'm throwing them to these nuns, and then there's the Russian bad guy. He's like across the mountains, and he's like in a helicopter, and he's laughing like, "Get dreadlock," and I look across the mountains, and I go, "You'll be dreading the day that I lock you up." All right, I'm Slater, everybody. Thank you.